You're watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. Oh, hi, Rick. Hey.
Hi there. I didn't see you there, Mike.
Yeah, I just kind of snuck up on you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are at the final leg of Juan de Leon Tequila.
We're a little bit afraid.
We
do not know what to expect.
We don't know what to look.
We're being taken in places we did not expect to go.
Whoa. Experiencing
things we've never experienced before.
Mama told me not to come. Okay, it's whatever the how the lyrics from Mama told me not to come. That's where I'm at. Where that scene from Eyes Wide Shut where you have Tom Cruise and they're walking into this sex orgy and everybody's in costume. That's what I feel like in here. Everybody's in costume with no clothes on, and I'm walking
they're
around.
Gonna do something to me, and I don't know what it is, and I know I've never experienced it before.
And you feel like you're underdressed. That's me right now. So Eyes Wide Shut, folks. This is the extra añejo from Juan de Leon Tequila. We'll give you all the ins and outs. Again, we nominated it in every category that they gave us. Oh, jeez. The eyes just rolled in the back of his head.
Back of my head, straight back.
Oh no! Don't do this to me.
We might need to just stop here and come back to this another day because they're taking so much out of me today.
I'm going to use my Bermioli. I didn't know what to expect, so this is the last of my glassware, other than more wheels. So I've got
the Stossel Jarrito.
The Stossel. I have the Luigi Bermioli.
Oh my God! Look at that color.
I know, isn't that beautiful? Look at this. Here, let me just put this. It's late afternoon for us, folks.
Rich, deep copper.
Lighting holds up. Look at this. Copper notes. It's not even brassy. It's copper. It's. I thought when I poured it in my Glencairn for the Anejo, I thought it was like whiskey. I mean, even Rick's dog is barking because he can smell it. It's just that good. Okay. I got it. I know I'm not overdressed. I'm here for the party. I'm here for the masquerade. Oh my God. Okay. I was expecting a little bit more amplified, but I'm letting it open up. I've got this is an Italian glassware. Beautiful, as you can see, it's etched beautifully. I only pull it out for special occasions like tonight because I ran out of glassware, had no idea what to expect. But this line has 5 expressions. We've been through all 5. This is our last one. Good alcohol on it.
Right. The other expressions really jumped up out of the glass with the aroma. And I think we're both finding that this one it's not jumping out of the glass.
No, it's tame. It's okay. It's all right.
But considering how long this has been in a barrel.
How long has it been in the barrel, Rick?
It has been in a barrel for 6 years.
Oh, so it's mellowed out completely. This is a mellow version of the Anejo.
Right.
What was the Anejo? What was the Anejo?
18? The Anejo was 18 months, and it came through like an XA.
Yeah, it did. And the barrels. What kind of barrels are they using to get this kind of color?
So they're using hand-charred ex-Cabernet Sauvignon French white oak barrels sourced from Napa Valley vineyards.
6 years?
6 years.
Now, I've heard it said from old dogs, people who've been in the business for a long time, the guys who really brought, premium tequila to the market, boutique tequila to the market, and they said that in a cognac barrel, some of them were at the forefront of that, or even in a whiskey and bourbon barrel. Anything over 7 years starts to taste like something different. It doesn't taste like tequila, in other words. And they were saying that over 20 years ago. I will say that this has been mellowed out by the amount of years, but the character of the Anejo is still in it.
Right.
At least on the nose, but it's very more rounded for me. And we're using different glasses, so what are you getting?
Just it is more mellow, and it's very focused on the barrel notes, of course. I'm expecting that those dried fruit notes that we had in the Añejo will be even more present on the palate. It's hints of smoke.
Yeah, a little bit of
From the
alcohol,
char.
not a lot. Not a lot of alcohol. Again, it's just enough to bring up the aromas. It's still
And
within the dried fruit, but
yeah,
it's
a
almost like
rich mix of dried fruit.
yeah, but it's almost like it's got powdered sugar on it a little bit. Maybe more spicy, maybe a little bit more. It's not the dried fruit alone. It's almost like it's got some kind of like a caramelization.
Right.
I'm thinking flan right now. I'm not sure. I think I'm just starving. I'm just been at it all day. Yeah, it's very similar to the anejo, whatever we said the anejo was, but it's toned down and not muted, rounded. Because they're all there. It's just not, it's not. It's almost like a parent who's been mellowed out a little bit and now has become a grandparent.
There you go.
You know?
It's old enough to be a grandparent.
Yeah,
And when you figure the agaves used to make this were they grew for 7 to 10 years and then another 6 years in the barrel. So this is 13 to 16 years in the making.
yeah. Before you ever see a penny, all right. Talk about an investment. Um,
And I think it's probably going to take more time than we have here, but I bet as this continues to open up, I bet more and more stuff is just going to come out of this nose because I feel it developing now.
yeah, I mean, we just broke the seal on these. I mean, I've had mine for almost a month, and Rick's had his.
Sipping off the cuff, folks.
Exactly. So, but they've been at room temperature. They've been staring me in the face for a long time, and finally, Rick's got his bottles. I say
Oh
we keep
yeah.
things
Oh, cherry is coming up at
cherry,
me now.
cherry. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is just going to keep developing in the glass.
It's going to continue evolving. I think. I think you're right. Whereas in the Glencairn, in the Añejo, came right up to you. This one has taken its own sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the añejo. That was like a Manhattan in a glass. You
Yeah.
pour it, and you're ready to go. This is the kind of thing you're gonna pour this for yourself, and you're just gonna like nurse it for like 3 hours and
Yeah.
and let it develop and sit with it and see what happens.
You're just going to walk away from it, let it open up for you, go back, check on it, maybe in 20 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah, or in the evening you're sitting around, you pour it at the beginning of the evening and you just sit with it and you sip it over the course of the evening and it develops and evolves.
There's more of a honey caramel sweetness to it that wasn't as prevalent in the añejo. This is very much mellowed out,
Right.
and I'd say it'd be really good with a dessert, whereas the añejo probably not so much. I'm ready to dive in if you are.
Let's go. Let's go, man.
Let's do this. Wow. Okay, if I had to give you descriptors, here they come. Deeper, richer.
Absolutely.
The anejo was bright. It was came up to it came up and just grabbed you by the shirt collar. This one, same characteristics, but deeper, richer, mellower.
Man, the barrelheads are just gonna love this.
Um, I didn't want to say this on camera, and I want to first of all I want to say my big respects to Germán Gonzalez and Tears of Llorona, but I almost said on camera, and I'm going to say it tonight, the Anejo was very reminiscent to me, within the same ballpark as Tears of Llorona being an extra Anejo. Now, they're two separate things, though, because Tears is a multiple barrel expression. This one led it into another direction. This one really mellowed out what I tasted in the Anejo. So I wouldn't put this one up against Tears. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, because this is an extra Anejo and so is Tears of Llorona. But they're night and day at this level and with this kind of barreling. Just two different styles. This is your nightcap tequila.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I thought that it couldn't get any better, but you know what it did? You know what it did for me? It brought me down back, because we were going up like this, right? Here's the trajectory. Now this is cruise control. All right. This is like going off in a missile, in a rocket, and then you finally get to that. Like you said earlier in one of the other tastings, how far is this going to go before it levels off and before we go downhill? We are not going downhill. We're cruising at this point. This is wow. I gotta say, Rick, this is.
I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away.
Yeah. You took us in another direction that I wasn't anticipating. I thought it was even going to be more pronounced, more of those barrels. We were afraid. Literally, I was. if you guys have probably seen the old Wednesday Addams meme where it says "Be afraid, be very afraid." Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was like, oh, where's this going to go? Because sometimes you think you've got this natural progression pegged, and it doesn't go like that.
It's got this the dried fruit sweetness. It's got the the French oak aspects, and I'm getting some of that brininess on the front of the palate as well that I was picking up in some of the earlier expressions.
Well, it still has that structure from the Blanco.
And it's very complex.
Yeah, that Blanco. Now getting to this, I understand why they started with the Blanco the way they did, because that Blanco is what the root of this all is, and now it makes total sense to me. You come full circle and you go, oh, now I see where you were headed.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
It's like the Kaiser Sose moment. Usual Suspects. It's like, oh my God, I see it all now.
I see it all. The picture becomes clear. It is very mellow. The nose is mellow. It's rounded off. I gotta tell you too. For 6 years, right?
6 years.
If they'd have let it stay one more year, they would have messed it up. They would have lost the character. It would have muted it.
Yeah, you think maybe the structure would have started falling apart or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's probably a 7-year barrel somewhere, or even an 8-year somewhere. Maybe they're holding back on us. Maybe it's not falling apart. But this taste to me like the edges, everything was rounded off. Everything was smoothed, and I hate using that word, but this is really a lot silkier and velvetier than even the Anejo.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I've never had this, but I think that the phrase is Pappy Van Winkle, but I've never had it, so I I don't know, but because they call Tears of Llorona the Pappy Van Winkle of tequila. I used to call it tequila's higher octave because it was that good. In fact, the article that I wrote on Tears I said that specifically. It is the higher octave of tequila añejos, and this is in the same orbit. This is
yeah,
that
orbit's a good word because this is stellar.
yeah. Mm.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So we've got some pricing on this.
Yes. Okay. So break my heart some more. Will you do?
So
I'm ready.
on their website,
Brace me.
they're suggesting a price of $249.99. But they're selling through Wooden Cork, which is online, based here out of San Diego. It's available right now for $124.99.
What?
And for that price, you need to get yourself a bottle of it right now.
Yeah.
Woodencork.com.
It's a $200 bottle of tequila, folks. I can attest to that. Rick and I were talking on camera, and Rick has admitted that he's never really actually had Tears of Llorona, whereas I've had him on, and you can see that video on our YouTube channel, where he brought Tears of Llorona, and we dissected it and broke it down, and it comes in a plain bottle too. I mean, it's an apothecary bottle with a it's got a lock on it,
ceramic top.
Yeah, but it's a glass bottle, and it's etched. Everything is etched on it. But it is beautifully done. And this one, for that price point, if you're here's what I'm going to say. If you're a Tears of Llorona fan, and you guys have shelled out that kind of money, here you go. I think it's within the same orbit. Okay, I think it's an upper echelon tequila. It isn't even fair to put it up against other XAs because of the wine barrels that they're using. If you're getting this kind of quality out of a wine barrel,
we're speechless, folks.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know what else to say. I'm dumbfounded because for this kind of quality and for the price point that they have out there, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't get this now. So, did I lose you online? No, come back. There he is.
Yeah, I think our internet connection's breaking down here.
Yeah, I think it's time. You know what, folks? That's our take. Go get it. Brand of Promise nominee in the Extra Anejo category. It's going to have its own separate category, I'm sure, once I break this whole ballot down. I got my work cut out for me. But that's our take on Juan de Leon Extra Anejo. If you've had it before, please tell us. If you haven't, tell us why not. So,
Juan de Leon.
Juan de Leon. What kind of guy is he?
The next most interesting man in the world.
There you go. There you have it, folks. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That guy out there is. Hello? Talk to me. Rick? Okay. I'm just going to end it for us here. Our internet connection.